What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock aquatic mob and XP farm. This farm works on 1.19 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. As you guys can see here, this farm allows you to quickly and easily get a bunch of cod, salmon, ink sacs, and bones. By the way, cod and salmon can be traded with fishermen and villagers to get emeralds. Bones can be used to make bone meal. For this farm, you'll need 3 glass blocks, 2 chests, 1 hopper, 1 rail, 1 minecart hopper, 8 observers, 4 pistons, 1 trident. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because the trident will never break in the farm. 1 lever, 1 stair, 23 signs, 11 torches, 31 kelp, 23 ladders, 1 water bucket, 4 stacks, and 1 slab. By the way, you can use any type of slab that you want. About 5 stacks of soul sand. And finally, about 9.5 stacks of solid blocks. You can use any type of solid block that you want. A couple examples of solid blocks are smooth stone or cobblestone. The first step is to go to an ocean. Once you're at an ocean, go at least 100 blocks away from land. After you are at least 100 blocks away from land, go to the ocean floor. Then place solid blocks from the ocean floor to the ocean surface. The next step is to place 20 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you have placed those 20 blocks, place 9 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place 9 blocks over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next step is to place 20 blocks at this spot. Then place 8 blocks over here. Once you have done that, place 8 blocks over here. Then place 20 blocks over here. After you have created that outline, fill in each of these sides with soul sand. Once you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place 3 solid blocks in one corner. Then extend that 3 block high solid block wall all the way around the entire platform. After you are done with that step, place slabs on the walls. Once you are done placing those slabs, go over here. Then place signs from that spot all the way over to that side. After you are done placing those signs, the farm should look like that. The next step is to go down here. Then break these 19 blocks. The next step is to place 7 blocks over here. Then place 8 blocks over here. Then place 8 blocks over here. After you have placed those blocks, go over here. Then place 8 blocks at this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now place 2 blocks over here. And 7 blocks over here. Then place 7 blocks over here as well. After you have done that, place 8 blocks over here. Then place 2 blocks at this spot, and 7 over here. Then place 7 blocks over here as well. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. Then place 1 over here and 1 at this spot. The next step is to go over here. Then fill in this water with a block that is different than the solid block that you used to make this farm. By doing that, you will be able to easily know what blocks you need to break later. Once you're done with that step, break the blocks that you placed to fill in the water. The next step is to place a sign at this spot. Then go over here. Now place water at this spot. As you guys can see there, that water should flow all the way over to that sign. The next step is to place 23 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you're done placing those 23 solid blocks, go down here. Then place 23 solid blocks at each of these spots as well. Once you're done with that step, go down here. Then break this slab. Now place 20 solid blocks over here. After you're done with that step, place a block over here and 2 blocks over here. Then place 5 blocks over here. Now fill in this outline with solid blocks. The next step is to place a piston at each of these spots. After you have placed those pistons, place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way, then place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this piston, now place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing this way, then place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston, now place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that way, then place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing this piston, now place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing this way. Finally, place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. It's really important that your pistons and observers are facing the correct directions. The next step is to throw a trident at that piston. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because the trident will never break in this farm. Then place a lever over here. Now flick it down. Once the pistons stop moving, flick it up. As you guys can see there, that should cause the pistons to move around infinitely. Now flick this lever down. That should cause the pistons to stop moving. This is the trident killer in this farm. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here, 3 over here, and 3 over here. Then place 2 glass blocks over here, and 1 at this spot. Now place a stair over here. Make sure that stair is upside down like that. The next step is to go down here. Then place 5 blocks at this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 22 blocks over here. After you've done that, break these 4 blocks. Then place 23 ladders over here. Those ladders will allow you to easily access the trident killer. The next step is to count down 4 blocks from this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 blocks over here, and 3 blocks over here. Then crouch down and place 2 chests. Now crouch down and place a hopper at this spot. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is facing downwards. Then crouch down and place a rail over here. Now place a minecart with hopper on the rail. Then place a block at each of these spots. That will be the collection system of this farm. By having the minecart hopper under one of the 4 blocks of the trident killer floor, the minecart hopper will collect the loot, then funnel that loot into the hopper. The loot will then get funneled down into that collections chest. The next step is to place a torch at each of these spots. Those torches will prevent mobs from spawning on those areas. The next step is to place 3 blocks over here. Now extend that 3 block high wall all the way to that spot. After you have done that, break this block. Then go over here. Now place 5 blocks over here. 5 blocks over here. And 5 blocks over here. After you're done with that step, place a sign over here and a sign at this spot. Then place a sign over here. Now place water over here. As you guys can see there, that water should flow like that. After you have placed that water, place a block at this spot and a slab over here. Then place water in this piston. After you're done with that step, place 4 blocks over here. Then go to the bottom of this water. Now place kelp from here all the way to the top. By placing all that kelp, all the water in this column will turn into water source blocks. That will allow the bubble column to flow all the way to this top spot. Once you have placed that kelp, go down to the bottom. Then break the bottom kelp. As you guys can see there, that should cause all of the kelp to break. Now place a block over here. Then break this block. Now place a soul sand at this spot. As you guys can see there, that should create a bubble column. The bubble column should flow all the way up to that spot. The next step is to place 6 blocks over here, 5 blocks over here, 5 over here, and 4 over here. Then place 4 blocks over here, and 4 over here. After you're done placing those blocks, place a slab at each of these spots. These slabs will prevent mobs from spawning on this area. By creating that roof, phantoms will not spawn when you're standing over here. The next step is to place water at each of these spots. By the way, you'll only need to use 1 bucket because you can get water from the ocean. Then place water at each of these spots as well. As you guys can see here, that should fill in that entire side with water. Once you're done placing that water, place water at each of these spots. Then place water at each of these spots as well. As you guys can see there, that should make that side get filled with water. After you're done with that step, place 19 slabs over here. Now place 7 slabs over here. Then fill in the outline with slabs. After you have placed those slabs, place water at each of these spots. Then break the slabs. The next step is to place 19 slabs over here. And 7 slabs over here. Now fill in the outline with slabs. Once you have placed all those slabs, place water at each of these spots. Then break the slabs. After you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. It's important that you place the water correctly. The next step is to go over here. Now count 5 blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place a torch over here. Now go over here. Then count 5 blocks to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place a torch over here. After placing torches in that corner, place torches in all the other corners. After you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. I am now going to do a quick fly around so that you can check and make sure you've made this aquatic mob farm correctly. Over here there should be this water. In the middle there should be this trench. The trench should have a water stream that flows over to the bubble column. Up here there should be this trident killer. By the way, make sure there is a trident in the trident killer. Finally, down here there should be this collection system. How this farm works is aquatic mobs will spawn in the water. They'll then get pushed up by the soul sand. The top water stream will then push them into the center trench. The water stream will then push them into the bubble column. The bubble column will push them up into this trident killer. Whenever this lever is flicked up, all the aquatic mobs will get automatically killed. You will collect the XP over here, and all the loot will get collected by the minecart hopper, funneled into that hopper, and funneled into that collections chest. Whenever you're done using this farm, you can flick that lever back down to shut the trident killer off. I am now going to show you all how to use this aquatic mob farm. To use it, first flick this lever up, then stand over here. Aquatic mobs will spawn in the water. They will then eventually get pushed into the trident killer. Whenever an aquatic mob falls into the trident killer, it will get automatically killed. You will collect the XP over here. All the loot will get collected by the minecart hopper, funneled into the hopper, and funneled into the collections chest. By the way, if you want to get more loot at a time, you can hold the sword that is enchanted with looting 3. The looting 3 effect will be applied to the trident. Whenever you're done using this farm, flick this lever down to shut the trident killer off. You can collect all the loot over here. If this farm does not work for you, try setting your world simulation distance to 4 chunks. You can do that by leaving the world, then going into the world settings. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock aquatic mob and XP farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.